and welcome back to the Let's Navigate and Explore podcast. On episode 6, I bring back Adarius and we talk about everything Ford Bronco, what we like, what we don't like, the competition, and everything in between. So hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. So 3, 2, 1, and welcome back to the Let's Navigate and Explore podcast, episode 6. I'm with my unofficial again co-host Adarius. My good friend, what's up, Adarius?
How you guys been doing? How's everything going out there, guys?
So, big news this week. On this episode, we're it's gonna mainly be Bronco-esque because Ford hit it out of the water. Ford did it big. I think the Ford.com went down for like a bit because of all the traffic and all the noise and all the reservations. If you're hiding behind a rock, Ford revealed the 2021 Ford Bronco, and this bad boy looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Adarius, what do you think?
Honestly, I seen some concept photos of. I follow this page on Instagram. It's called Car. You guys should go follow them as well because they have they upload like cool little things. And they had a concept of how the Bronco will look from the year 2004, but it looks exactly like how it does now. Like I was watching a quick video me and Chris was just now before we started the podcast. The guy was saying, shout out to Redline Reviews.
Shout out, yeah, please.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite guys, and he actually got to talk about the Bronco in person. Ford invited him to this offsite, to film it really quick. And
that'll be you.
Yeah, one day. I cannot wait. When I seen the notification last night, I was like, "Oh my god, this dude is so lucky." I kept saying the same thing over and over again. But I was like, one day that's gonna be me. So I'm pushing to be on his level. But the Bronco, it looks fantastic, and I actually have it on my screensaver on my phone. And this is honestly, I'm not throwing shade at Ford, but this is my first Ford to be on my screensaver. Other than that, it was always like a GM product, like a Tahoe or a Suburban. But the Bronco has made the first impression, and I actually like it really.
First impressions, it's amazing. The car looks just beautiful, right, inside out. Right. Shout out to Ford of Kendall. If you guys are interested in reserving, go to our website, fordofkendall.com. We have a special page for the 2021 Bronco. Reserve your Bronco today because these bad boys are not gonna last. Exactly. In my opinion, I think the first edition Bronco sold out, or they're not taking any more reservations. Oh, so basically we got the base, Big Bend, Black Diamond, Outer Banks, Badlands, and Wild Track, whatever that means. Do your research, but this one is pretty bad. And
Ford has a lot of unique names for it though.
They do.
Very different. Very different from Ford. Very different.
They do. And even in the middle of a pandemic, everything that's going on,
right,
Ford has been able to, keep their name out there. People are talking about them, whether it's the Mach-E, the Mach 1. Yeah, the Mach 1, and now the Bronco. Shout out to them. Shout out Ford of Kendall. Aside from that, we got to pay some bills. We got 0%, 72 months, which is good.
That's very good.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's definitely
on select models. So Ford of Kendall, we're doing big things. We're helping out the community. And in the middle of everything, if as weird as it sounds, it's a good opportunity to go home with a brand new car, right, with all the incentives that we have. At the end of the day, we need to sell cars,
right.
And this is the perfect opportunity. We have the platform to inform our audience. It's the right time. So aside from, where were you when Ford released did their big reveal?
This is so crazy. I was actually working out at the time, and I actually stopped my workout just to watch the video. The way that they did the presentation, I thought it was going to be like the F-150, that they're going to have a lot of people talking, but it kind of caught me off guard. It was like they already filmed it and they had this guy do the voiceover,
right,
and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So I actually was just working out, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait, this thing looks really good. I'm like, wait, pause, wait a minute. I'm like, let me see what's going on, and I actually stopped my workout just to see what was going on. And honestly, I was really surprised. I'm like, this is going to be a top seller for Ford. This has to be.
For sure.
It has to be.
So, okay, working out. So what do you do?
I was doing. What was I doing at the time? I was doing some compact movements, like
explain.
I was lifting dumbbells, doing some squats, some arm curls, some
all at once,
press.
or
like just like different. Like I'll take like a 30-second break and I just work out in between there. So I was just doing little compact movements. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep the body flowing.
Not for real.
It's quarantine body.
Not for real. No.
I'm tired of it in the house.
It's no good when basically we can't leave the house.
Right.
Restaurants are pretty much closed. You can eat outside, but the wife is like, no, let's stay home.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the competition because of the video that we were seeing from Redline. Shout out to them. The Jeep Wrangler. What is something that Jeep Wrangler could do that could take away some light from the Bronco, in your opinion?
In my opinion, this is really crazy. During their presentation, they were having like ads in between, and it was a Jeep ad, and they had a concept of a 392, so it basically is like their V8 of their lineup, so that's gonna make 450 horsepower, and there were horses like actually. In the
ad,
it was in the ad, and the Jeep was driving towards the horses, and the horses were running away. So that's Jeep way of saying like, look, it's only one Ford, and watch out because you guys are not gonna take our sales. And I thought it was the most funniest, shadiest like ad I ever seen in my life. It was so funny. We have to watch it after the podcast because it's if you don't get it, it's so funny. And then they're gonna have a electric version of the Jeep Wrangler. So it was like a whole bunch of like ads about the Jeep, and they were like, look. Don't go to Ford. Stay here with us if you're a Jeep fan. But I think Jeep and Ford, they're gonna have a lot of competition because those are the only two that compete in that segment. There's nothing else besides the Wrangler and the Bronco.
No, absolutely. Is Ford gonna follow the hype behind the Bronco? Because there's hype between the Mach E, there's hype between the Mach 1, and is Ford able to back up everything that they're pushing? Right. For 2020 and 2021. So that's one thing. And aside from that, here in South Florida, you do see a lot of Jeeps.
Yes, you do. Honestly, I don't know. What do they do? Like, there's no off-road. I mean, there probably is some off-road trails that I don't know about, but I don't know. I'd be seeing them, they'd be muddy. I'm like, where do you guys go to do these
True.
things?
That is. Like, where would you go?
Right, exactly.
Because, there's no...
We don't have trails like that. We don't have mountains to climb.
True. There's no mountains. There's no, like... forest,
right?
So air quotes, people.
Forest, you know what I'm saying? The swamp is a forest.
So I guess the swamp, but
right.
Are you really going to like the Everglades?
Right. Good question. If you guys know the answer, let us know because we don't know.
Like I'm not that type of my mindset with cars is not off roading. It's not that type of big truck.
Right.
And aside because in South Florida. There's it's not a day that you're not gonna see a Jeep, and there's not a day you're gonna see a truck. Right.
If you don't, you stay in the
you're somewhere. Yeah, you're somewhere else in South Florida that
they don't have cars.
Exactly. Even in the Keys.
Right. Exactly.
Even in the Keys,
yes.
Everybody has their truck because everybody got their boat.
Right. And you have to have a boat.
You got a boat. That's right. The Keys is basically that.
Boat central. It's the boat central of everything.
But. My mindset is since I got a family, I got a baby, the Bronco makes a little sense because you got the space, right. you got the safety, you got the big wheels, everything looks solid for a small family. Right. The same thing for a Jeep Wrangler, but really the Jeep, like how much has the Jeep changed over the years? They, in your opinion, has it?
I want to. Honestly,
because the exterior looks different. Right, I give them that.
Right.
The Jeep, it looks nice. Right. No shake to them.
Right.
The Jeep looks nice, and it's a car that even I've looked into. Right. But aside from just changing the exterior, how has the Jeep changed inside, technology wise, from your perspective?
From my perspective, I want to say you still have to pay for some of the safety features, like blind spot monitoring, stuff like that. I mean, I reviewed a couple of the Jeep Wranglers here at the dealership down the street. Shout out to Dayland Dodge, you know what I'm saying? Ram. Chrysler,
I'm not gonna give them. No, I'm kidding. No, shout out for the Kendall.
Good one. But I reviewed some of their products, and the Jeep the interior for me, it's not a seller. It's too cramped. It's too cramped. I couldn't see a family of like 5 or 6 trying to squeeze in that thing. It's like
no shot.
Like what's that phrase is that they say? It's like a can of fish in a sardine can. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's too cramped. And then I like some of the materials are very nice materials and stuff, but I feel like Jeep should do a little bit better. Maybe change the exterior design since Ford, went back to the rebirth of the 1960 design of the Bronco, not the OJ truck. They didn't go back to that one.
But that honestly, that would have been a little like interesting, or maybe even kind of like a tribute to them,
right,
or tribute to that truck,
right,
to that truck, because you trying to find a truck that that classic truck today, it's gonna cost you
an arm and a leg.
Yes,
an arm and a leg. Yes,
definitely. So it would have been interesting to see if Ford would have done something similar, but shout out to Ford, because they did it more modern.
Right.
The grill looks nice, the exterior looks nice, the interior. They kudos to them, because they they took their time and they did it correctly, and that's the most important thing. If you're gonna bring back something, bring it back
inside.
Right.
Exactly.
Don't bring it back just to boost a few sales. Do it correctly, because at the end of the day, you gotta sell
that product.
You gotta sell the product,
right.
And if you're not gonna sell it,
leave it alone.
Exactly.
Bring it back. But I think they did good with the first generation of the Bronco with the 1960 look. I think it looks really good. Honestly, I might put $100 deposit down just to get the Bronco. No lie to you. And honestly, it starts at a good fair price, the same price as the Jeep Wrangler, $29,995.
Absolutely, it starts at 28 for the base, and it goes up to, I believe, 40 or 50.
Well, if it goes up to 40 and 50, that's gonna be a seller, because the Jeep can touch almost $60,000. So
there you go.
If Ford could, price it right, they might have a good seller on there.
Or
they have a seller on the hand already, but price wise, it might be a good one. And then it has a better infotainment system with a 12-inch with the Sync 4 over the air updates. But the lower trim levels will get the Sync 3, so it's one of their older, technically their older system. But the Sync 3 is still a good infotainment system, but the Sync 4 is going to be a little bit better than a Sync 3. So, something to look into if you're looking.
What do you look into specifically for the Bronco? Once it really comes out and you're able to like touch it, review it. Right. What is something that you're looking for to like validate your like for it?
I want to say the exterior design. Right now, that's probably one of the most hyped cars for the 2021 model year that I'm really looking forward to. Besides the the big SUVs, but I already seen one of those already. But as of right now, that's my top one to go for is the Bronco. If I were to see it right now, it would basically be to drive it and then like mess around. Let's just like do one of my like normal 4 reviews on it. That'd probably be one of it. But honestly, I like the 2-door better than the 4-door.
Really?
Honestly.
Why?
Because it's like it looks more like something like from like Jurassic Parks. Like I want to go off-roading. Mind you, I've never been off-roading before, but I want to go off-roading. So if I find some secret trails here in Miami, I'm gonna go off-roading because I don't know where they're at. So, but honestly, I will get the 2-door. I think the 2-door is really nice. It's not too big, but the Sport is another pick. Is it called the Sport? Yes, the Bronco Sport. Yeah. I would get that one if I had like a family of like 4 or 5, like including myself. So if I was the 5th person, I would get that just so I can have my kids, my wife, whatever. Mm-hmm. People sitting in the car. But the 2-door would be good for like me and my friends to go like do some like off-roading or have fun and put the top down, put the doors in the back, whatever. But I think that the 2-door would be something good for me. I think so. I think I like the 2-door better than the 4-door.
Okay, so
as of right now.
Okay, so here we go. So. All right, so don't mind the lag. This makes for a great radio, and how they say when people are like looking stuff up on when they're Googling. So if I'm looking at this correctly, the first edition Ford Bronco starts at $59,305. So basically, it's a $60,000 car.
Right.
And for the first edition, you can't reserve this one anymore.
It's too gone. It's late.
It's gone.
It's gone.
And it took less than a week.
I would say less than 5 minutes. You know what's crazy? Before you get back on that, when they order something, right? For example, like the reveal of the Bronco. How do you guys order it so fast? Like, do you guys just sit and look at the page when it hits 0, you just hit the button and that's it? It's like when you go to you want to go to a concert with one of your favorite artists.
It
is. It sells out within like 2 minutes. How does that even work? Never even did that before. Because I was looking.
How it works, no idea. Because you got to fight through the noise. You got to fight through the traffic. For for your computer not to like be slow, because everybody and their mother wants the same thing. It's the same thing, when people want the latest Apple, phone. People reserve that. Concerts. We live in a world that we want everything now, and if we freak out, if that we don't get it. How it works, I have no idea.
That's a good question.
But also, you're reserving a car, and you got to put a small little deposit, fully refundable.
I think $100 is not bad though. I think it's probably one of the cheapest reserves I've seen so far.
That's basically it. If you have
$150 for one of their cars,
pretty much $100 to reserve a car, and then you basically have the right to that car.
Right.
Something happens, we could refund it, no problem. But that's just how easy it is. That's and it goes back to Ford. Ford being able to market this car and have them, sell out of a specific trim is, kudos to them. Right. They did it. They did a good job. I can't say anything bad about it, because that's essentially, that's essentially my, my side, my dream side of being, a top marketer, having a product that people go crazy over, being able to build that demand, build that want. As soon as you're going to see a Bronco on the road here in South Florida, you're going to turn around and be like, damn, that's a Ford Bronco. That looks pretty nice. Because I see Navigators on the road here in South Florida, and those things are pretty massive.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I see the Ford Explorer, I'm like, dude, that is really nice.
For the Ford Explorers, Ford Expeditions, the F-150s, the Raptors, these cars drive attention.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris. I haven't seen a Ford Raptor.
You haven't seen a Ford Raptor?
Here where I live, like in Miami, I haven't seen one.
Really?
In a while. I've probably seen one a couple months ago.
Okay. So side note, Ford Raptors are the bougie and no, because these trucks are close to $100,000. Yes, these are $80,000-$90,000 trucks, and not a lot of people could afford these trucks. So
it's like a collector's item, kind of.
But these are pretty bad. I was just driving one just to take pictures and take a small little video for our website. And we had a Raptor at Doral, Lincoln. Shout out to Doral, Lincoln. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
I have to film that.
So, anything else that stood out for you from the Bronco?
I want to say that, like I mentioned, like the exterior design is really nice. I actually like some of the accessories you can get. Like the steering wheel can be the same as the seats inside, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of something, different. And I think they said they offer 120 accessories for the vehicle. Like you can get a mounted winch in the front if you're stuck. Somebody can pull you out of the mud or wherever the case is. So Ford is doing a very good job. Like you mentioned, they're doing a very good job with the Bronco. So the Bronco might be the top seller. So it might take some shares from the F-150. Maybe.
True.
Maybe because a lot of people have put in. Even this YouTuber I know, he put in his $100 deposit for the first edition Bronco. So, a lot of people are really waiting still for the Bronco. I thought they would reveal it or basically have it on sale this year, but you have to wait basically a whole other year to get it.
That's the only drawback, because we're getting calls as well, and people coming in, thinking that
it's here.
Yeah, thinking that they're here, it's here, and they're able to like test drive it or see it at least. But no, unfortunately, no, there is no Bronco at the moment that we could physically, sell. Right. You're gonna have to wait until 2021. Hopefully by the end of the year.
Right. Do you think Ford will send you guys one like I did the Cadillac video on my channel.
Right.
Like, General Motors sent the dealership down there Homestead.
So
they sent them one. So is that a possibility that you guys may get one?
we hope so.
Right.
Because I know for Lincoln,
Right.
they sent over the Aviator before it went live.
Oh, yeah,
Before exactly, yeah, you were there as well. Before we were actually being able to sell the Aviator,
Right.
you know, they brought one over to the showroom. We displayed it. We invited people, our clients, you know, and pretty much to the public as well. If you wanted to see the Aviator, come out, you know, and it was there. We also did it for the Corsair.
Right.
That's a good question. You know, I hope so. We should be able to, you know, at least one, and have like a rep from Ford. That drives it across Florida, drives it across the country. I don't know.
Right.
And we're able to like display, because that same question I was thinking about the Mach E.
Mm-hmm.
When are they gonna have the Mach E? At least, you know, have one for display,
Right.
which makes sense. So to have one, you know, and that creates a buzz. People come to the dealership, check out your other cars and so forth.
Right.
So
Just stay tuned, guys.
stay tuned. Yeah.
That's one thing we can tell you. Just stay tuned.
All right, so everything Ford Bronco. Anything else that's going on right now, Darius, that you want to share with us?
Besides the Bronco that I'm really like dying to drive. Like, honestly, I really want to drive that car so bad. Like, you understand, like the last couple of days I just been like
Bronco.
Exactly. Even when I get on my Instagram, everybody's, oh, the Bronco's nice, this and that. All the like major like Motor Trend, Motor One, like all those people are like posting like nice things about the Bronco. I haven't seen anything negative. So there's gonna be some people that are gonna say something negative about it.
Of course.
But I haven't seen anything negative. The only thing I've been seeing is that a lot of people are excited that it's coming out. Besides the drawback, like you mentioned, that it's a whole another year and a half from now before people can actually buy, well, basically pick it up if they did the pre-order. But other than that, I think just the sell date is a little off by a whole year. That's kind of long. Just like when I seen the C8 here in Miami, I've seen about 3 so far. And this kind of reminds me of that. It's like, it's exciting to see those cars because you always see them on the internet, and we see one in person, like, oh God, it doesn't really look that bad. So, you know, the internet's like, oh, you know, posting pictures or seeing videos. Like, it's not, honestly, to me, I don't think it's the same thing as seeing it in person. Back to the C8, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I seen the C8, I was like, yo, that car looks really good. Even in pictures, I think it looks good. But when I seen it in person, I'm like, yo, that's not that bad looking. It looks really, really good. So, same thing with the Bronco. I can't wait till the Bronco comes out. Even in the pictures, it still looks good. So, I know in person, it'll look even better.
Right. So, before we wrap this up, Darius, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on YouTube at Drive On Reviews, and also on Instagram at Drive On Reviews as well. You guys go comment and subscribe and, you know, leave some nice comments, you know what I'm saying? Because I got some mean comments, but you guys leave some nice comments, you know what I'm saying? I'm just joking around. You guys, you know, just saying.
Okay, so before we wrap it up, I did see a video of you in the Supra, Toyota Supra. Oh, okay. Talk to me about it, because it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun.
Talk to me about it.
Disclosure, I shouldn't say this on record, but I was having a lot of fun with the Supra off camera. But honestly, that car, I drove the 2020 model. It had 335 horsepower, so Toyota went to BMW, or BMW went to Toyota, and they upgraded the actual powertrain, giving it a 50 horsepower increase. So it was around like 382 horsepower, and you felt all the horsepower once you put your foot on, like, to the floor. It was a little, like, a slight delay of, like, in the lag, I guess, so the car knew what gear to be in and when to take off. 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds compared to 4.1 from the 2020 model. But honestly, I had a lot of fun driving that car. That's one of the sportiest cars I drove on the channel as of this year, and I'm looking forward to driving more daily. I'm looking forward to driving more sports cars in the future. But the Toyota Supra is very fun. The handle's really good. 0 to 60 is exactly what it is, 3.9 seconds, or a little faster than 3.9. Because, dude, I was having a lot of fun with that car. Oh my God, it was amazing. Yeah, that's one of the sports cars of my year is the 2020 Supra. I mean, the 2021 Supra. That's one of the cars I would recommend somebody that doesn't have a family, that's just by themselves, or have a spouse that's looking for a car that's under $70,000. or under $80,000, I think that'd be a perfect car for someone in that price range. So yeah, I think you guys looking to get a Supra. I think you guys should get one because I think it's really cool.
How much is it going for? Starting.
I know when the 2020 model came out, dealerships were putting $20,000 to $30,000 over price stickers. So yeah, with the one that I reviewed, it was $61,609. So I'm not sure if dealership that I reviewed it at. I'm not sure if they are doing sticker price or over sticker price. So I'm not sure on that one. Not too sure, but that one was $60,000 for sure. So it kind of competes with the C8, but the C8 there's some dealerships that are pricing $20,000, $30,000 over stickers. So that's like a $90,000 car. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna ask you that too. You guys are gonna overprice the Bronco as well? You guys are gonna just keep it? I mean, not too sure. A little early to tell.
That's a
with the marketing.
Yeah.
Chris doesn't know, guys. So, so take that off record.
I do not handle pricing.
So whoever does pricing here for the Kindle, keep it affordable, guys. No. Of course, they're gonna keep it affordable. But yeah, the Bronco. I mean, not the Bronco. The Supra. Yeah, it was a very fun car for me to drive.
Do you think it's worth a $60,000 price tag?
Ooh. Chris, always asking me the good questions, guys. I'm telling you.
No, honestly, because it being it being Toyota, but
second being BMW.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, it's a Supra, so right. I expect performance.
Right.
But in your opinion, is it worth the $60,000 price tag?
If it stays at the price tag that's on the window sticker, yes.
Okay.
If it's over, I'm gonna say no, because at that point it's like you can get something better. You can get a Mercedes-Benz for that price.
Of course.
A little faster performance. You get a Tesla for that price. Even shave off some of that 0 to 60 if you're that kind of person looking for actual performance. So if it's over $60,000, then no. Me personally, I wouldn't get it, and I wouldn't recommend nobody else getting it. If it's over, over sticker price, but performance wise, yes. And then you can tune the engine to go even faster. You can you can have a 500 horsepower plus Supra. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do to it because it's a BMW motor, so it's always underrated. So mind you, it can say 382 horsepower on paper, but it could be pushing like 405, 415. So, only a dyno test can tell you the honest God truth, how much horsepower it does.
All right. Shout out to Toyota.
Shout out to Toyota. Love
you
guys.
Do your thing, man.
You do your thing with that Supra / BMW.
All right. All right. As always, we end our show with 3 questions. As always, whoa,
that kind of scared me. I wasn't even looking. That's why it scared me.
As always, 3 questions from the internet. 3 random questions. As always, read them out loud and answer them.
If you were stuck in any food and had to eat your way out, what would it be? I would say Chick-fil-A because I love Chick-fil-A. And after I'm done with this podcast, this is exactly where I'm going because I got a gift card. Shout out to my cousin for the gift card.
Shout out.
Yeah, it would be definitely Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. If you guys don't know me, that's my favorite restaurant on the planet. So, I'm honestly in the future, I'm gonna open up a Chick-fil-A. This is on record as of Thursday, 12:06 p.m. I'm gonna open up a Chick-fil-A restaurant. So you guys holla at me on that one. Next question: if you could put any franchise restaurant in your house, what would it be? Chick-fil-A, guys. Yeah. Chick-fil-A. If I were to do half and half, it would be Chick-fil-A and Domino's. I love Domino's.
Really?
Pizza. Yes.
Domino?
This is the pizza what I get from Domino's. I get the it's the 3 toppings. I get pepperoni. I get the Italian sausage, and I get pineapples. Mind you, I didn't like pineapple on my pizza until my brother said, "Look, try it." He said, "Don't try." He said, "You can't say you never had it. Just try it." And once I tried it, just like the way I mentioned, like that.
We could. This is funny. We this could be for like another episode. Right. We could talk about food, but people really don't like pineapple on the pizza. Right. But pineapple on pizza goes well together.
It does.
It does.
It gives it more of a taste.
Ooh, it does.
Well, you have to try it the way I try.
You gotta try it.
The way I do it. But I think it's really good when it's like that.
I don't know what's the hate about it, but pineapple does go on pizza. Don't at me. Don't at me.
Don't at me neither, guys.
Pineapple does go on pizza.
But you guys have to try it first. You guys can't say, "Oh, it's nasty." You never tried it.
True.
So stop being a hater.
All right. Last one.
All right. Last question. It says, if you were at your top 3 gas station snacks of all times. Oh, what are your top 3 gas station snacks of all times? Oh, chips, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be one of the big gulps, one of the drinks.
True. Slushy.
Yeah.
Slushy.
Yeah. Okay. And then a hot sausage, of course. That's one of my favorites. So it had to be a bag of chips, hot sausage. If you guys don't know what hot sausage is, guys, just Google it.
What?
You know what that is?
No.
Chris, you don't know what hot sausage
A
is?
hot sausage?
I'm gonna show you a picture.
Like a hot dog?
No, it's not. No, it's not a hot dog. It's like a snack. It's kind of like a. I'm gonna show you what it is.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, this is what a hot sausage is.
No. Just before that, is a hot dog a sandwich?
A hot dog is a sandwich?
I'm asking. Is it yes or no?
I would say no. I'll say it's a snack because it wouldn't fill me up personally because I like to eat. I love food. No, I don't know what to call it. I mean, me personally, I call a hot dog a snack. So
a hot dog is a hot dog,
right?
But would you call it a sandwich? No, right?
No,
because people do call it.
This sounds like something messing with my brain. Exactly. Some people call it a sandwich.
Yeah, because you have two slices of like bread,
right,
and whatever is in the middle,
right.
You'll consider that a sandwich.
Just blew my mind there.
But it's a hot dog.
Right. It's a sandwich hot dog. That's what we're going to call it. Sandwich hot dog.
All right. That's for the next one.
Yeah, that's the next one. Next one's going to be about food, guys. So this is a hot sausage right here. It's making my mouth watering. Okay, some people don't know what a hot sausage is. It's kind of like a pickle. Like, people say pickles are cucumbers, but they just sit inside vinegar. You ever had a pickle before, right?
No, I don't like pickles.
You don't like pickles? Okay, cool. Oh. Some people don't like. So this.
But I do like cucumbers.
I might buy you one so you can try one. It's pretty good, Chris. It's not honestly. It says hot sausage. It's not even hot. It's not even
because what I'm looking at, it's a jar, and the liquid or the lighting makes it reddish.
Yeah, it's red. It's really red.
With the sausage inside it. It does not look pleasing to the eyes, but I guess I'll take your word for it. If you bring one, I'll eat one.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's the plan for the next podcast. Honestly, oh my god, I'm gonna just turn my phone off because it's making my mouth watery.
All right, so that'll be a next one. That'll be the next one. We'll talk about food.
I'm gonna go to the gas station right now and get one. Yeah, so that'd be my three snacks. It's a hot sausage, a bag of chips, preferably salt and vinegar chips. The Lay's. That's a good combination. I'm gonna bring Chris a bunch of snacks that I like. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hot sausage, it has to be the Lay's salt and vinegar, and then maybe a Pepsi with a little bit of ice.
Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, Pepsi. I'm sorry.
Pepsi.
Because Coke, like when I go like this, you move your teeth back and forth. It kind of has like that. It has like that feeling I can't describe. It's like kind of like when you grind your teeth. Okay. I don't like that taste in my mouth. Oh God, no, that's awful. No. I like Pepsi better, even though Coke is way stronger. Like it will give you like that burp, but I'd rather drink Pepsi, even though they both are dark sodas and not good for you at all. But hey, I like Pepsi better.
This is funny, like how we started with Bronco, and we ended up with food.
That's what podcasts are for. Just random conversations.
For real. Okay. That's it. One last time, where can they find you, Darius?
You guys can find me on YouTube at Drive On Reviews, and also on Instagram at Drive On Reviews as well. You guys can comment down some things. So you guys want to see more videos. This weekend, might have a BMW for maybe like a couple of days for you guys to watch. So you guys go check that out. And also, tomorrow I'm going to Lincoln.
Shout out.
Not sure what I'm going to film. Maybe the Navigator. I haven't filmed the Navigator just yet, surprisingly. I'm going to film the Navigator, so that might be something to look forward to. Or something else there that, I can probably get my hands on. You guys have to stay tuned. Go watch my channel, subscribe, comment down some things you guys
do all the things. All of it. All right.
See you guys in the next one.
On the next one.